Hello, and welcome to Getting Started with New Relic APM. In this video, we'll talk about what APM is, what's involved in the field of application performance management. Then we'll take a look at how New Relic's implementation of APM works. So first of all, what is APM? Well, imagine that one day your boss walks into your office and says, "Hey, how's our application doing?" You might say, compared to what? Can you be more specific? Do you mean, is it crashing? Does it have a lot of errors? Or do you mean, does it feel slow to our users? Or are you asking about the server? How many resources are being consumed on our physical servers? So as you can see, there are a lot of dimensions to answer that question, how is our application doing? And the field of application performance management is designed to answer all of them. How fast does the application feel to users? What is your average transaction response time? What is the error rate? How many resources, CPU and RAM, etc., are being consumed on your physical servers? You can also establish a baseline when the application is healthy, and then configure alerts to let you know when the application's performance deviates too far from that baseline. New Relic's implementation of APM relies on something that we call an application or a language agent. So New Relic has language agents for a variety of technology stacks and frameworks, and you can deploy the agent that's appropriate to your application. That agent actually drills down into your code and can figure out the names of the individual classes and methods, in most cases without your having to make any changes to your code. And then the agent measures the actual amount of time that each method takes to complete. If any errors occur, the agent captures a stack trace. When you make a database call, the agent captures that SQL statement. And once per minute, the agent then takes that collected performance data and sends it up to New Relic in the cloud, where New Relic then aggregates the data, calculates averages, and creates all those pretty graphs that you see when you log into the website or our mobile application. You can also configure alerts to let you know if transaction time or resource consumption exceeds or deviates too far from a baseline that you have established. Now, you may have noticed on the left side of this diagram that there's an arrow going from your end user's machine up to New Relic as well. New Relic has a very lightweight JavaScript agent that can be sent down to your end user's browser and measure the actual time that it takes for the page to render in the browser. So you get real user monitoring, performance data at the browser level on each of your end user's machines, and those get sent up to New Relic in the cloud as well. So New Relic provides 5 types of monitoring. The first is application or code level monitoring using that language agent. The second is server monitoring at the operating system level. How much disk space, RAM, CPU is being used on each physical server. The third is browser monitoring using that lightweight JavaScript agent running in your end user's browser. The fourth is mobile monitoring. If you have a mobile application, there's a New Relic agent for iOS and Android that can measure performance and capture crash dump information for mobile applications. And finally is availability monitoring. Using a geographically distributed network of pingers, New Relic can visit a URL that you specify and let you know if that URL is not available or returns an error.